switch, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Blow, coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, get them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I got step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to like the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but drugs. Don't stop me when my Pirelli's on. I'm like that theory that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on.
We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you closed your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover on the first series of this game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. They go play action. Lawrence. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go, but so far so good. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 reps. 60 reps. Ready?
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. He tracked it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game. Now they're up against it here on 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Lawrence again here, 2nd and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, ETN gets it. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 44 here on second down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's third and short.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Back to the air, Lawrence. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, Young. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Caleb Ransall. And he takes this one back for the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition? Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Young back to it after the pick. And the Jaguars are there. He's all down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap now to Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Young looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First down, ball at the 36.
Strike, check, strike, black, 95. Hut, hut.
Counter play, Hubbard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Another big rip for him. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Panthers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
And their own 18-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's caught at the 25. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars widen their lead to 11 in the first. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
On is Little for the extra point. And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Check, hut.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They start out with a 3rd and 9.
53. Ready?
Here's Young to throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving them backwards to the 9.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Lawrence to throw it. Setting up the screen. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. It's tipped, interception! And the Panthers get it back at the 35. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know the
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Ready up.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Tight end going in motion here.
60 ready. Ready.
3rd and long, Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
52 blue.
Hubbard quick on the draw. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Blue is black. Blue 32. Blue striker. Ready.
Hubbard again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
43. 10.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Don't know the west side, give it side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride to kill a vibe. I'll be the beast beat out, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Ripping on the like I'm picking the prize. I hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's ETN on first down. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. ETN again. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on it. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready.
Slot man motioned over. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
From the pistol, it's Young. Looking slant route, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 24. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers get some late points and the lead. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 3. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Ball is down. ETN Wilson on the hit. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Close call there. Bad fortune turned to good pretty quickly there, partner. That fumble eluding capture, and thankfully ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, big old sigh of relief on that sidelines, but that new life's going to be short-lived here if they're not able to convert on this 3rd down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Back to the air, Lawrence. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. They'll run, ETN. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 2nd and goal.
Lisa 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he makes the play, a full extension. That's a touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready. 10 black. Red, yellow. Cut.
Young working from the gun. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Ready, set.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Cut, cut.
Out of the gun, Young. And once again, they can't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Sam Martin on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Lawrence with it on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Lawrence trying again on second. That's completed right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Panthers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They kick the running back in motion. It's Young, the throw here on first. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
50, green. Go red.
Throwing here just before halftime. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right. Throwing deep down the side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lawrence throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Hey, go.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
How many times over the course of the season do we see a quarterback like this, Kate, run out of so many sacks? So impressive. Didn't just get him once. That's now twice.
The Panthers going with the dime. 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko, behind. Easy.
Now Lawrence. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Carolina.
Check white.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Right, black 40. Blue striker. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Let's go. Yellow. 43.
Man in motion out of the slot. 1st down from the red zone. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
Jaguars 24.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lawrence now off the play action. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they pick him off again. Trayvon Merrick has it.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Set, hut. Last, set.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready, set,
Young on the play action. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. Good second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
here we go. Hut.
From the 42. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Down. Red, 38. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Red, yellow, blue. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Now Young. Caught by the open man. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11.
Jaguars 24. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throwing it deep off his back foot. And they pick him off again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore, Peyton, play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Okay, ready?
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Black short, blue, black. Ready.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he will be stopped now, but not to like about that effort.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
19 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
Now it's Young. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down.
Set, ready. Set.
Here's Young to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Jordan Lewis.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, go.
From the 36. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
It's quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Play action now. Young. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, with how well the defense had that one covered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. Here's Young. Looking for a target. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars have some new life in the fourth.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
First and 10. It's Lawrence. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Jaguars first down.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. If you consider that golf analogy, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. It's Young. The throw here on first. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
There he goes again. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Jason 24. Hey, Jason, attack!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
First and goal, Hubbard. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. Young throwing here. Flush out now to his left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers go up by 19.
Jaguars 30. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. He gets popped quickly there. That's not a nice feeling or a nice run back.
15-yard line.
It's a cold word, yeah. In my coat, when I'm hungry, trying to get some money. Oh, I'll pay. I'm talking down on this side like he ain't the goat. If you don't agree, ask the description, yeah. Big 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. He'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 18-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lawrence with it on 1st. Off his back foot, hurling this deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, let's go.
From the 16. Here comes the screen for ETN. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed will put 6 on the board for the offense. I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Please.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's so